Okay, guys, it's time. 3.3. I will explain Half-O and Fabio theory in this video. There will be no separate videos. So listen carefully. We're going through the theory A from Half-O. So theory A, Half-O, they're basically telling you that a generic form of a parabola can also look like this. Fx minus 4, x plus 1, x minus 6. And if you quite catch up on the chapter, you already know that the x-interceptions will be, you already know it, the x-interceptions will be x is minus 1, x is positive 6. So you get the coordinates minus 1, 0, and 6, 0. Yeah, you already know. But if you still use the first chapter, this is what you learn in the third one. If you looked at the, I think it's the second or first one, I don't know exactly, then they would tell you, okay, finding the x-interceptions is equal to 0. Remember, y is 0. You divide by negative 4, both sides, but the right side stays 0. Then you get x plus 1 is 0, x minus 6 is 0, bring it to the other side. Voila. Yeah? But this is the old method because your y-interception is 0. But when you have this generic form, you can already see immediately what the x-interceptions will be. So also, in both of the books, you need to know, for example, that this is actually this, right? That is something you should know. It's just the way we write it. It's different because when we're asking for the value function of negative 2, what you do then, you fill it into the formula. You get negative 4 times minus 2 plus 1 times minus 2 minus 6. Please grab the calculator and you will get negative 4 times negative 1 times negative 8. And then you will get eventually negative 32. Yeah? But this, you type it in your calculator and you're good to go. So this is nothing special. It's just filling it in. Now, let's have a look at this part because this part is also for Fabio students. Finding the x-interceptions. When you fill in, one more time, y equals 0, that is finding the x-interceptions. Always, always, and then you solve it. But when you have this generic form, you don't need to fill it in because you already can see that this is going to be the x-interception and this is going to be the other coordinate. Okay, how about the how about the y-interceptions? How can we find that? Well, you already know it. X is going to be 0. In this case, you fill in the value function of 0 into your formula and then you get negative 4 times 0 plus 1, 0 minus 6. Please grab the calculator. You get negative 4 times 1 times minus 6. You will get positive 24. So conclusion, if you would have to draw a sketch, yeah, we can already draw the sketch. Listen, is it going to be a cup or cap? Well, this is the A. This is the D at x minus D. This is the D. The D is negative 1 because only then you get positive. And this is the E. Yeah, and then indeed 6 minus E to get it here negative, you need positive 6. Okay, so this is the generic form that you have to recognize. And you always look at the A. You always look at the A. The A is negative 4, so it's going to be cap. We have the x-interceptions, these two. We have the y-interception, 24. So how is it going to look like? Let's have a look. Negative 1, 6.0, that's over here. We know the top is at 24. The y-interception is at 24. And the top will be in the middle. You already know how to find the top. To find the top, what do? Minus 1 plus the 6 will get you 5. The top will be at 2.5. You fill it in, so it's going to be about here. And then you can draw your cap parabola. And this is a beautiful sketch, very clear. Everything is visible. One more time. These are the x-interceptions. both of them. Most of the time, always 2. Most of the time. This is the y-interception, and this is the top. Please, this is the core of the whole chapter. If you can do this and you really understand it, you really understand indeed the core. Because remember, this part is just chapter 1 and 2, practicing, solving, filling it in, drawing a parabola. That is section 1. This part, section 2. If you understand this, you got section 1 and section 2 fully covered. So please remember, always remember, when you have this generic form, you don't need to do this. You'll know exactly, the x-interceptions are -1 and +6. Yeah, the A is less than 0, so it's a cap. Finding the y-interception, you have to fill in x is 0. And finding the top, that is something you already know. Finding the top, let me make a little note for you just in case. Finding the top of the parabola, the x-coordinate, is the first x-interception. So in this case, it was -1, plus the second x-interception, that was plus the 6, that divided by 2. Yeah, so that divided by 2. Then you know that that coordinate is going to be at, +5 at 2.5. How can you find the y top? You fill in the value function of 2.5, and then you get something. Yeah, you fill it in the formula, and then you know, the coordinate is going to be the x top, y top coordinate is going to be 2.5, and whatever you found in here. Yes?